Round 2 of the PGA Championship is underway in New York, and all eyes are on Tiger Woods. The recent Masters winner fell behind early, finishing round 2 2 strokes over par. Last year's winner, Brooks Koepka, leads at the moment at 7 under. So joining me now is Bill Reiter, host of Reiter's Block. Bill, thank you so much for joining us today.
You bet, anytime. Thanks for having me.
All right, so listen, let's start with Tiger Woods. Should fans be worried about him at all?
I mean, certainly fans like me who'd like to see Tiger go back-to-back in a major championship are a little not put out. But, yeah, it's not a great start of his 15 majors, Anne-Marie. He's only won one time when he started around over par. Now, to be fair, Bethpage Black is one of the most difficult courses in the world. It wasn't a great start for Tiger, but for those of us trying to look for the glass that's half full instead of half empty, he struck the ball really well off the tee. He had an eagle. He had some really nice holes. He just struggled with his short game, had some 3 putts, those 2 double bogeys, a result of some of those mistakes. So while it's not the score that we want to see, there were a lot of moments where Tiger Woods looked again like a guy who can certainly compete at some point. Don't know if it's this weekend.
I know it's hard to sort of sum up how he's playing in general because we don't have enough of a pattern right now because he just came off this big win. But you can tell me, because I'm not a big golf person, but, you know, if Tiger Woods starts off slow, does that mean he's going to stay slow, or does he tend to sort of pick things up by the end, or, you know, does he have a rhythm to his game is, I guess, what I'm asking.
Yeah, he does. I mean, usually for Tiger, day 2 or day 3 is moving day. And day 1, what we saw yesterday, Tiger prefers to be at par, to be a little bit under par. He's not trying to put up a 65 or a 66 or a 67, but he certainly wants to avoid the mistakes that he made yesterday. There's only 2 par 5s at Bethpage Black, which doesn't really play to Tiger's strengths, and he did not take advantage of those holes. So it's not the end of the world that Tiger didn't put up a Brooks Koepka number. It doesn't help that Koepka played as well as he did, but Tiger's striking the ball really well off the tee, which I think is critical. His back, which gave him so many issues for so long and required that very experimental surgery, is clearly holding up. The mistakes he made are what golfers make when they're sometimes playing well and not scoring well. The putting errors, the short game mistakes. Tiger's rhythm's a little bit off, but he still looks like a guy who can put up a number today, tomorrow, Sunday, if he can just make sure he tries a little bit, just move away from some of those errors that we saw on Thursday.
All right, so let's talk about Koepka. How's he looking? What type of player is he?
He's an all-world beater when it's a major championship that's on the line. And I know guys on the tour like to joke that if it's one of the 4 tournaments that matter for legacy, all-time legacy, Koepka suddenly becomes, if not the best player in the world, certainly one of them. And if it's a so-called random tournament, he's not the same guy. And that's playing out again at Bethpage Black. I mean, you can't overstate, even though it's technically a PGA Championship, how much this course and this tournament this weekend is playing like a U.S. Open. It is a brutal, brutal course. And what does Brooks Koepka do? He goes out there and he sets a course record. A 63 7 under is an absolutely absurd number. And just a reminder, as much as we're focused on Tiger, and we should be, he's amazing, and some of the other great golfers in the world, Koepka, in these moments, in these events, in these major championships, probably the guy we should be paying attention to.
Well, that's what you want to be, right? You want to be the guy that rises to the occasion, not the guy that chokes. Are there anyone else out there that you really like? Any other standouts?
I mean, there's a few. I think the guy that I'm going to point to is Tommy Fleetwood. I think Fleetwood's really interesting. He's one of the great golfers out of England, out of Britain, and he has never won a tournament on the PGA Tour. We know last year, very similar to what we're seeing at the PGA Championship this year, he had a really great tournament, couldn't quite close the deal, had an amazing Ryder Cup, excuse me. I mean, this is a guy, pretty good ball striker, very, very accurate, certainly the best player probably in the world not to have won just a tournament, let alone a major, just a tournament on the PGA Tour. Had a really nice day, had a really good starting round. He's very steady, and that's a person I'm certainly keeping my eye on. I liked how it began. He's due not just for a win on the PGA Tour. He's due at some point in his career for a major, and why not the PGA Championship if he can find a way to battle Brooks Koepka and all his ridiculous excellence.
Yeah, that sounds like a tough one. What about today? What can we expect today?
I think you're going to continue to see a lot of these guys do their best to just try and minimize the damage. A lot of times in the PGA Championship, we'll look at guys really making a run at putting up a number. Don't let what Brooks Koepka did on Thursday fool you. 72s, 73s, are going to be a lot more common than 63s. This is and you just can't overstate it, it is an absolutely brutal course. You've got to be precise. You have to be absolutely full of nerves of steel. There's only 2 par 5s, so the opportunity to hit really far off the tee, something Tiger is very good at, and scramble to make that birdie or go for that eagle, those opportunities are limited. Guys that can come in at par or a couple under par, those are going to be guys who are going to be competitive this weekend and feel very good about their round today.
All right, Bill Reiter, thank you so much.
Anytime.
And don't forget, you can watch Bill's show, Writer's Block, live from Los Angeles. It's on every Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, only on CBS Sports HQ.